Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
We'll wait for 5 minutes. Shall we start or shall we wait 5 minutes?
I guess we should wait for 5 minutes. I feel there are people joining.
Okay, let's give them some time.
Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to day one of today's workshop on soft skills by Project CyberShield, an initiative of Naksh Foundation. I am Manita, and it's a pleasure to co-host today's session with Riddhi. We'll be leading you through the program and supporting you throughout the session. If you're ready to start this journey, type ready in the chat. Before we move ahead, it is important to briefly reflect on why soft skills matter, especially in the context of volunteering and leadership. Technical knowledge and subject understanding are essential, but they're not sufficient on their own. Soft skills enable individuals to communicate clearly while responsibly work responsibly with others, manage situations with sensitivity, and respond to challenges with professionalism. For volunteers, these skills are especially critical as they often represent the organization, public spaces, and interact with people from diverse backgrounds. The ability to listen attentively, explain issues with clarity, maintain composure, and act with empathy directly influences the trust and credibility they build in. In practice, soft skills determine how effectively intent is translated into meaningful action. To guide us on this subject, we have with us an esteemed speaker, Gitanjali Gupta ma'am. Ms. Gitanjali Gupta is an experienced head of service management with demonstrated history of working in information technology, RP, and service industry. Skilled in IT service management, leadership, grooming and training, team management, business administration, vendor management, and heading recruitment. Strong operations professional with a Master's of Business Administration MBA focused in finance, general from Symbiosis College of Distance Learning. We're honored to welcome you, ma'am, today. Without a further ado, I would like to hand over the mic to you, ma'am.
Thank you so very much, Manita, for the lovely introduction. Uh, hello, good evening to everyone. Yes, like Manita said, I look I may not look that experienced, or I'm as young as possibly you guys are at heart. My name is Gitanjali Gupta, and I am an image and transformation coach, working as a image and transformation coach right now. Like she said, yes, I have about 20 years plus experience in various fields, starting from finance to banking, and various field includes teaching in school, and some sales experience as well. And now I love talking to people. I love transforming, seeing them transform. This is what I have been doing for a couple of years while working with Grid Infocom, wherein I was taking care of engineers and to train and groom them technically, as well as on a soft skill and image also, because they were client facing roles for Grid Infocom. So this has been my journey. Now that I'm freelancing, training school children, college children, professionals as well. So this is what I'm doing. And to start with, I would like few of you at least to come on camera, to switch on their camera so that I can see your beautiful faces, if that can be done. To start with, yes, we are going to talk about empathy, which is what the discussion is today. As I was talking to your one of your team members, there could have been other subject, other topics as well, which we could have taken. But I think we shortlisted empathy, and while during the discussion, you'll come to know why we picked this topic. I would like the class to be interactive, and if you like something, please give me thumbs up in between so that I know you guys are listening and liking it. Correct? Thank you. Thank you, everyone. To start with my presentation, let me just share my screen. Honesty and empathy. Why do you think? I believe a couple of you are you are counseling and you're training and you're working with Naksh, and a lot of you are lawyers also. So empathy empathy, we are talking about empathy as a very uh, most important human skill is as you grow old and as you step into your career. Some of you who are still studying in college, why empathy requires such a big attention in today's world, and why is it a very important human skill? What is empathy actually? Empathy is you're getting into someone else's world to truly understand their challenges, fears, and aspirations without being judgmental. It is about creating space where others feel seen and valued. So, empathy is it's not about reading the slide, it's about you getting into somebody, allowing you to enter their world. Why is it required in this kind of environment? Everything is so fast paced. People are mostly on net. They're not, we are virtually connected. But still, we require it. Why do we require it? We require it, one, in professional world. This skill open doors for a lot of you who are once you are all of you or most of you who are lawyers. This skill will open doors for you. How? We're going to talk about it in later slides. This can help you become a good, can have a good relationship, neighborhood relationships, or friends around you in social space. In personal space, sorry, this will help you understand your own emotions and empathize with your own self. We don't feel about, especially girls and ladies, they don't give that much emphasis and they don't empathize so much with themselves. Ladies, mothers, सब दूसरों के लिए करना है, बच्चों को देख लो. In their own personal space, believe me, even when they get older, they don't understand what they want actually from life. And it's when they the children are away, the life partner is not there, then they realize what actually they could have done something in some direction would have helped. So empathy is it has very big importance in the professional, social, and personal space, and it is you are allowing somebody else to enter your space. And not everybody needs to empathy, but some do. Who do? We need to see. The power of perspective taking. Always give benefit of doubt and try to think from others' point of view. When you're watching a film, you are immersed in the film and you feel the pain of separation and joy of after struggle. This is empathy in action. Do you remember watching any movie wherein, when the mother cries, or maybe when the heroine is feeling low, you also feel low. You connect with them. Give me thumbs up if you. Yes. Well, yeah, so we're going to talk about this movie only. I'll just show you that. look at this movie, and this makes me very emotional even today after watching it so many times. Just watch it.
जी हाँ बट
Around people, you have to accept them with openness and respect. I'm not saying diverse in terms of language, in terms of it could be boy, girl, man, woman, maybe from down south or maybe from west, east, anywhere. It could be people from transgender, it could be people who are gay, it could be people who have different approach in life. So you have to accept all of them with openness without being judgmental. इट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि आप उनके लेवल पर आकर जजमेंटल ना बने और उसको एक्सेप्ट करें और एम्पथाइज करें उनके साथ. हाउ इज दिस गोइंग टू हेल्प यू इन द फ्यूचर? लाइक आई सेड, especially for lawyers, they can open up with you once you have that trust bond. जब आप उनका ट्रस्ट जीत लेंगे उसके बाद में वो ओपन होंगे आपके साथ. Handling resistance with grace. You understand when you understand why they're resisting is when you've won half the battle. Resistance is it signal of fear? Is it uncertainty? Is it past experience? Is it anything else? For example, in fraud cases, like जब आप लोग उनको guide करते हैं, उनको help करते हैं, for elders, it could be very shameful to have fallen in that trap. They feel that somebody who's lost all their life's safety, money, they can fear losing love. In general, also, for youngsters, it could be low confidence, self-esteem. कभी बच्चे को बोले जा रहे हो तुम नालायक हो, नालायक हो, नालायक हो. It could be very demeaning for people. Start thinking इनके शायद इतना लोग बोल रहे हैं, शायद मैं नालायक ही हूँ. कैसे open up करें? Language, guys, language is such a big issue. English speaking is such a big issue. मेरे पास में when I was dealing with these engineers, there are so many engineers who would come from small towns. Their fathers were either farmers or their fathers were taxi drivers or doing very low-end jobs. And they were not exposed to anything. वो बच्चे अपनी मेहनत करके इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में उन्होंने किसी तरह का भी इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज हो उन्होंने खूब मेहनत करके वो सब्जेक्ट पढ़ा and they reached out for jobs. English was a big issue for them. We even had to groom them on wearing what to wear with what. Matching things, polished shoes, matching belt with shoes, ironed clothes, well groomed, hair and combing hair and getting, a lot of things which were very, very basic for somebody who stays in Delhi, Gurgaon, or maybe metro cities. Talking in English was another thing. वो लोग आकर उनको आता है solution, they know. Because मेहनत कर कर आए हुए थे बच्चे, they wanted to do something. They could not because they could not explain that in English. For that fear. So handling, and it is not that some people they are low, so they are low on confidence because of different reasons. So we have to get to that level to understand that's okay. It is all okay. आपको exposure नहीं मिला, आपके parents educated नहीं है. It's all okay. आपसे some people had fear of maths, calculation, numbers. like इस मूवी में भी था. So it could be anything. We have to take that with grace. If we find somebody like this, we have to come to that level and we have to take this to the level wherein we can help them. If only listening to them can help because we don't have solution. A few of you, like you are lawyers and your counselors, maybe you don't have that much experience and intelligence to help them professionally. You guide them to a professional who can help them, maybe a psychiatrist, maybe a psychologist who can guide them if they are in deep trouble. You can, if you have some solution, then break it down into manageable steps for them and keep them engaged through patience. आप उनके जिनकी भी जाकर काउंसलिंग करते हैं, जो भी फ्रॉड के साइबर फ्रॉड के केसेस के लिए जाते हैं, किसी को अलर्ट करने के लिए, किसी को गाइड करने के लिए, उनको काउंसल करने के लिए, मे बी दे आर नॉट इन दैट फ्रेम ऑफ माइंड. So you have to bring them to a level wherein जब आप उनका ट्रस्ट जीत लो, आप उनसे बात करो, उनकी परेशानी सुनो, then only they can open up with you. And once they start opening up with you, you'll come to know their problems, their fears, and then you'll be able to solutionize them better. Right? Please give my thumbs up. Yeah, great. Thank you, Prachi. Piyush, thank you so very much. Yeah, lovely. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Great. Thank you. So this subject is a touchy-feely subject. Even on if some of you who are still studying, you know, these are real life campus moments of empathy. Listening without fixing. Your roommate is stressed. When my daughter, who's also incidentally a lawyer and is working, when she was in college, in the first year of college, there was a person from Chennai who committed suicide. So when she told me this, and I actually had some fear, some questions what happened. She said he could not cope up and there was a lot of pressure on him. But when you hear something like this, you really want to help these children. आपसे अगर साइंस नहीं पढ़ी जा रही, कोई बात नहीं, छोड़ दो. You're not able to study law. It's all okay. Please leave that. You don't have to take your life. It is not, the things were not as big. You could have done something else. You're good in something else. That's all okay, you know. So when she told me this, so first when I'm reading this, listening without fixing, your roommate is stressed. You put your phone away and tell them, yes, I am there to help. I am there. I'm listening. You could have, anyone could have saved. Possibly the guy could have been saved. I still get goosebumps. You know, it's not that important. आप जो मर्जी पढ़े. You have to have that courage to say no. That courage, that fear, that low confidence is there in children. That is what you, when you're going and helping children, help them out. Whoever is there in college campuses, if you see your friends, your roommates, they are stressed out, please go and help. Give them a year, tell them I'm listening. I may not have the solution, but I'm listening. We'll try and sort this out. Somebody who doesn't sit with you, sits alone, a little far, could be anything. Could be anything. शायद उसके पास 2 जोड़ी कपड़े हैं, पापा से कैसे हाँ मनवाकर वो यहाँ पहुंचे हैं. आजकल ऐसे टीवी फिल्म में आपको लगता होता है, बट नहीं होता है, आज भी होता है. Sharing note with kindness, a friend misses, could be miss a class, could be because of anything. You must know why. उसके साथ कुछ हादसा तो कुछ नहीं हुआ. कुछ anxiety. What is the anxiety if she has that? Just try and help. In the college, I think I have friends who were there, who my school mates are my friends. The best of the friends. They're non-judgmental. Whether you go on late nights with anyone, you leave your family, whether anything. आज आप चाहे आप खाना नहीं बना रहे, nobody notices, nobody takes that. So all these friendships that you grow in campuses, they help. They are great way to go. You can rely on those people. You have to empathize with your friends. You have to have that ear for your friends. And these friendships last forever. क्योंकि इसमें कोई आप लोगों के पास में किसी के पास में कुछ इम्प्रेस करने के लिए नहीं है. आप सब एक तरह से आए हुए हैं. There's no big baggage background जिसमें बहुत अमीर हैं आप किसी को इम्प्रेस कर रहे हैं. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. All are like same. ये वाली फ्रेंडशिप्स जो ग्रो होती है which help. So you find out if your friend, if your the roommate, any one of you need any one of the person around you need empathy, just help them. You will have you once you start looking for something like this, you will start looking for, yes, somebody needs empathy, somebody needs that ear. किसी को वो चाहिए, वो कंधा आपके पास में रोने के लिए, शेयर करने के लिए. Classmate is struggling with assignment. Show them, yes, we can brainstorm. 2 heads are better than 1. Let's brainstorm. कोई बात नहीं, हम एक दूसरे को बैठ के बात करके questions पूछेंगे एक दूसरे से. We'll do it. We'll win it together. Right? Why do you think empathy is a global essential? It's leadership essential. Teams are everywhere and team does everything. There's no one person who runs the organization. Whether it is an office, an organization, where you work, a school, a college, anywhere you work, hospital, teams work. There's no one person who works. So modern work happens in collaborative group. Empathy helps you understand diverse working style, resolve conflict and bring best in others. And this happens because once you have that trust of the person you're working with. Well, let's say you are a head or you're the leader and your juniors have that trust on you. You have been working together for a few years and they know that, you take care of their salaries, you give them good work, you give them trainings as and when required. There's flexibility of timing, whatever. And yes, at the same time, the boss also or the leader requires that work to be done. When you take care of something, the other, why do you think the other will not, reciprocate in the same way? So team also does. That happens because you have that personal touch with them, you have that understanding with them, you empathize them with different level. There may be issues. Let's say ladies have a lot of issues reaching on sometimes on time when they have their family. There may be family commitments. There's somebody not well at home, and the leader takes that in mind and knows, yes, my work will get delivered, whether between 10 to 5 or 6, or it is delivered post 8 o'clock. I don't care. It doesn't matter as long as I don't miss on the quality and the girl delivers, it's all okay. Even if she comes 2 hours late, I'm okay with that. Globalization. So this is another thing when you work with people who are from different cultures, time zones, backgrounds. Cultural empathy isn't optional, it is actually essential. Tomorrow we are going to have body language. So this cultural thing is lot more in body language also. You have to empathize with people across the world. Today you're working here, tomorrow you may be working in the other part of the world. Maybe in US, maybe in Germany, maybe elsewhere. So you have to have that empathy, maybe in Arabian countries, anywhere you could be working. You have to empathize, and the cultures are different. That's okay. That is part of their culture. There's no good or bad about it. That is how they are brought up, and that is how we are brought up, and that's how we think it's all okay. And we have to give that leverage to others. It is part of, and it is very, very essential. With the stronger HR also in the system, we have we can't escape not being empathetic towards a lot of different people. And like everybody says, organization shows that where empathy is, they are able to retain the best of the people with them. आप लोगों को पता है, because as future leaders, this skill will help you build on loyalty and trust. A lot of doctors who are head of the department, they're there when they leave. Let's say somebody working in Max leaves and goes to Fortis, he takes the entire team from there. उसके juniors का कोई role नहीं है. They were not even thinking about changing the hospital, but they leave because of the loyalty and trust they have with their leader. Because the senior, the leader understands them, empathize with them. Right. Thank you, Prachi. Is it good? Are you enjoying it? Great. I don't want this to be very boring. Thank you so much. Thank you, Prachi. I don't want this to sound very boring. But yes, as an educationist, as an HR, I worked as an HR also. So I want people to empathize, because you fall into so many different situations wherein if you don't give that benefit of doubt to others, you don't empathize with others, you're not going to be a very good leader. You're not. So you have nothing. It is a very big skill set. Yes, you can. So somebody's asked, can they do a HRM course with law? It's a very big, very beautiful combination. Like in HR, a lot of people require, they do consult lawyers for a lot of things. And even to make their policies and all, they do consult, they have their own laws. And the government of India has their laws for the employees. So this can help you in big way. You can, no doubt. So where empathy and honesty matters most? In the healthcare industry, healthcare and caregiving, doctors, nurses, caretakers, working with trauma centers. How will they, if you don't empathize with them, they will not be able to open up. सोचो उनका किसी का somebody is met with the accident or damaged the entire body or somebody's lost somebody during the accident. किस ट्रॉमा से जा रहे होते हैं. आप सोचो साथ में कोई है और अभी नहीं है. I know a real survivor who stays with us in the same society as I do. She was traveling with her husband, and while coming back from the hills, they met with an accident, and the husband died on the spot, and the lady had a lot of fractures, and they thought maybe even the lady would not survive, but she did. She was in trauma for a very, very long time. It's been what, about 3 years or something. She's still on wheelchairs. She survived, but she can't walk. And she was in trauma for almost like 2 years or something. Because of that sudden thing had happened with her. When you're 2 minutes back, you were talking to somebody, and when she got to know about it a few days later, she was under medication and all for some time, and they did not tell her. So वो एक बहुत बड़ा ट्रॉमा था उनके लिए. Almost like 2 साल तक वो she would not talk to anyone. She would come down on a wheelchair. She would just stare everyone and not talk to anyone. She's better now, and she has two young sons to take care. They are very good children taking care of the mother. So it is very difficult. When doctors, how do they open up? Nurses, they open up. Somebody reaches you guys with some traumas, patients with some difficulty. किसी को cancer है, किसी को कुछ. It is so difficult to digest this, that this is happening with me. And when I look at it, I have a lot of responsibilities. So where and how will you not empathize? Yes, healthcare people, they have to empathize. Education and counseling, teachers, कितने vulnerable students होते हैं, कितना pressure होता है उनके ऊपर. Even the counselors, like you guys are doing a fantastic job mentoring and supporting students, return me to education. All these people who are into the education field and counselors, they have to empathize with people. You don't know why people and have started what they were doing. Teachers के लिए भी, somebody is not so good in some subject. Parents have their own pressure on them. Could be anything. So, like you counselor, I said, when you start counseling, you have to bring them to some level so that they start listening to you. They have that trust level with you. And by these are not just that you're doing for them. These can become long-lasting relationships for you also. Like for doctors, मतलब अगर किसी का ट्रस्ट उनके ऊपर बन जाता है, तो वो फिर उनका कोई वो नहीं बनता है, वो उनका पेशेंट नहीं रहता, वो उनका एक दोस्त बन जाता है. मतलब अगर कुछ भी हो, कहीं पे भी वो फंसते हैं, वो जस्ट फट से डॉक्टर को कॉल करते हैं, और डॉक्टर भी उनको एक अपने पेशेंट की तरह नहीं ट्रीट करते. दे स्टार्ट ट्रीटिंग देम एज इंडिविजुअल्स. They not treat them as friends or very close ones, but they treat them as individuals who with them they empathize. And if it goes very long way, then the doctors even become their friends also. Some people who are facing client facing are into client facing roles. Why do you think that empathy is required? See, for anyone to have trust on you, they will take decision in your favor. आपका उनके साथ ट्रस्ट बन गया तो वो डिसीजन मोस्टली मेजरली आपके ही फेवर में होगा. So for sales people or who are people with customer service teams who are client facing roles, like in the hospitals they're there, or client facing role like they're in the hospitality industry, hotels and all, people have to have trust with them, and people do trust, and they also come and they show that respect, they talk so nicely. So आप उनसे अच्छे से वो जैसे करते हैं, they try to build that trust and you also talk to them in the same tone then. Even sales people, like I said in life insurance, अगर आप में से कोई अगर life insurance लेना चाहता है, you will think about it and you'll say यार इस पे अभी ट्रस्ट नहीं बन रहा, तो मैं जब मर जाऊंगा तो मेरी फैमिली को ये कुछ करा कर देगा क्या? You will not buy life insurance even if they give whatever discount to you. You want somebody who you can trust. You are going to have that sales from that person. You go and take cars like that. जो वो आपको फीचर्स बताते हैं, most of you have done, boys will go and do their research. Still the salesperson, if they have trust and they tell you what all features, even if they compare, you feel, yes, whatever this person is saying, and he also agrees कि हाँ भाई 9 में से 10 मेरे पास में 9 है, the other brand has 10. You will take the 9 one and not the one which the 10th one. Because you have that trust with this person now. For lawyers, you have to have that trust so that people can open up with you. Because जब वो आते हैं, when they come and see you in the conditions, they are going through divorces, custody battles, criminal charges, catastrophic injuries, business failures, पता नहीं क्या क्या हो रहा होता है सबकी लाइफ में. They come and reach you for help. They're going through finances, bad finances, freedoms, whatever, whatnot. सब खराब खराब हो रहा होता है उनकी लाइफ में. Then they ask you for help. Why will you not give help? Obviously, you take your money, you take your charges, but still they want the right kind of guidance, right help for them. It happens only when they have trust and you have built that trust and rapport with them. That's when they open up, they feel comfortable and they open up with you. That's when they give you correct information. That's when you are able to help them, guide them to understand the legal situation of them. And you can guide them on how to take this forward. How will you take this forward from there? You get into, if you empathize with them, you get into that situation through their eyes, client's eyes. जरूरी नहीं अगर उन्होंने मर्डर करा है तो आप उनके हिसाब से मर्डर, बट क्या what led you? There are so many people, there are so many couples who take their lives, who take their children's life. As a mother, I think, what have they done wrong? यार क्यों ऐसा उनके साथ करा? If you were going through some trauma, if you were going through financial stress, why have you taken their lives? How can you do it as a mother? How can you do it? But you have to, as a lawyer, you have to see from their point of view. What made them possibly do this? You have to acknowledge and recognize their emotional state. Not only this, people who are, when you're counseling, people who are transgender, how will you talk to them? It is an identity crisis for them. So there are so many areas, so many issues wherein lot of time we don't need to go to a doctor to or a psychiatrist, psychologist to counsel them. We as friends, we as helping hands can talk to them and empathize with them. These are few of the roles that I told, that I'm telling you, the industries where this is used and this should be used. People are using it and it should be used as much as possible, and in other leadership roles also. Right? So, why empathy is trust with the clients, so that they open up, they ask for whatever advice then you're giving it to them, is what they listen to it carefully and they accept it also. Then आपके outcomes also will improve, क्योंकि वो सुनेंगे आपकी, आपके हिसाब से काम करेंगे, चाहे वो आपके काउंसलिंग वाले उसमें हो. They'll be more careful once you have people, you guys are counseling छोटे बच्चे, the youngsters, the teenagers, the middle age and the old people. So you have to come to their level. 14 साल का है तो उस 14 साल वाले लेवल पर आकर आप उसके हिसाब से आपको सोचना पड़ेगा to counsel him. You can't counsel a 14-year and a 70-year-old person the same way. That's why we are teaching empathy today. That you are, how will they let you enter their world with something, with their fears, with their questions, when you come to their level? You start thinking in the same direction. एक 70 साल के आप 70 साल के आप खुद नहीं हो तो आप कैसे सोच सकते हो? But you can relate to the your parent, your grandparent, how they talk, how they think. Because हमारा उनके साथ में emotional connect है. We are emotionally intelligent with them. हम उनके बारे में सोचते भी हैं, उनके हिसाब से हम काम भी करते हैं, उन्हें क्या खराब लगता है, क्या ठीक लगता है, उसके बारे में भी सोचते हैं. So we can think about the 70-year-old person thinking the background, if we don't have grandparents or somebody, even a good neighbor around us, even school ka chowkidar, even a school teacher, 40-year-old school teacher, anybody. You know, somebody who's worked, who was a teacher of yours, maybe some time back, now is old and is vulnerable today. So you have to have empathy for that. Empathy is you help anyone open up. You give them honest feedback so that they can move forward and they can transform. You don't have to be judgmental. If you can just give them ear, if you have feedback, do give them feedback. If you don't have any constructive solutions, don't offer the solution. Take them to somebody who can help them solutionize. Even in the professional world, if you think somebody needs some guidance, अगर आपको लगता है कि वो ये काम नहीं कर पा रहा है, just talk to them. Tell them to rethink about it. It can be used and applied anywhere. If empathy and honesty with honesty, it can lead into total transformation. It's a together transformation. So what we need to do, empathy practice कैसे करेंगे? You have to practice active listening in every conversation, give benefit of doubt to everyone, create space for others to be themselves. सुन तो लो उनकी क्या कह रहे हैं. Deliver honest feedback with genuine care. उसमें कोई ऑनेस्ट तो ऑनेस्ट ही होगा, जजमेंटल नहीं होगा. Advocate for inclusion when you see someone is overlooked. अगर आपको लगता है किसी को जो उसका रोल है उसका वो मिलना चाहिए या उसका तो उसको जरूर उसके लिए लड़ो, उसको इंक्लूड कराने के लिए. सो एडवोकेट फॉर इंक्लूजन व्हेन यू सी समबडी इज ओवरलुक्ड. किसी को वो उसका राइट चांस नहीं मिला तो ऑलवेज हेल्प. The world will always have information online. What you need people around you is people who can truly connect, empathize, and create spaces where other feels valued. If you practice this, you're a better person, better human being from now on. And you will definitely become a better leader, better professional, for sure. Because you will have the trust of your team always with you. And where the trust is, the people are going to be successful there. So here we are, the PPT is done with. And thank you, Prachi. So, empathy is not nothing that you can't do. You don't need to study anything. You have to have a good heart and you have to connect with people to have empathy. Right? So, thank you, Aishi. Thank you, Sana. Thank you so very much. So, all of you, any of you have any questions? And before that, I'll just share one more screen with you. Is a general coffee test. If you don't know what a coffee test is, it is an interview that happens, and it's called a coffee test is because when people are hiring somebody, they take you to a kitchen and they offer you coffee. Thank you so very much. I'll share my email ID with you, and if you want, you can right now also come on the screen and ask questions if you have. Yes, please. Yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this enlightening session. This session has set a strong foundation for the upcoming session. We are now opening the floor for the questions. Participants, please drop your question in the chat. If you wish to speak, raise your hand and I will call you one by one. We will take as many as questions time allows.
Yes, Riya, you wanted to ask some question? You can talk to me. I can answer because there are so many people. They will also get to listen, and it will be helpful for them also. Yes, Ananya, you can leave if you don't have any question. Somebody is saying, yeah, thank you, Sukanya. Supreet Kumar says, hello ma'am, while maintaining empathy, going to be like this. Your parents were emotional about each other, with you. Your grandparents were, you are also, and you're going to be even more emotional when your children come in the world. So not that we are going to leave that emotional thing aside, but at the same time, yes, emotional intelligence is you have to feel what others are feeling. At the same time, you have to have balance. You should be smart and intelligent enough to know, yes, what other person is saying is they're not fooling you. Once you start connecting with people, you know you're emotionally intelligent, you will get to know with experience over a period of time that yes, somebody is genuine, somebody is not genuine. At the same time, yes, soft skill is another part. Yes, that also you have to keep in mind, whether it is your presentation, whether it is your English, whether it is your some topics like these, you have to keep in mind when you're growing. You read about it, you read about emotional intelligence, you will get to see there are certain signs. There are so many books, lectures on YouTube, also, there are things available. You will, once you read this, you watch those videos, you talk to people, and you observe them, you'll become better. And then you, once you become better, you don't have to think about competitive or stressful. You will become confident about a lot of things. So the stressful thing will go away, the competitiveness will go away, because you know a lot of things yourself. With experience, you will have these within you. Somebody wants to say something. Is that okay with you, Preet? Okay. So how can we remove hesitation in ourselves so that we can empathetically connect with others? That is Muhammad Yasser's question. See, we hesitation, when you have hesitation, that means you want people to come and you help you open up. Okay, when you have hesitation within you, so you connecting you before they can you connect with anyone else, you want people to connect with you. That's how it should be. You have friends around you, you try and open up with them, whoever you think have your trust on, you open up with them. And once it helps you, you will definitely going to help others, and you will empathetically connect with others as well. So you have to have that hesitation removed from you first, then you can help others. Okay, Yasser? Great. So people, Prachi says, sometimes the being empathetic creates a dependency of people on us. What is your take? Yes. So why should we not depend on people? You take your own decisions. Be it so let's say when you're growing up, I'm not talking about empathy at all. I'm saying dependency on people first. I'm just breaking this question into two. So when we have dependent, when we're growing up, children, like when I was growing up as a child, I have dependency on my mother, on my parents. And we would take decisions that were the decision was taken by them, and we would implement. आप इतने बजे तैयार हो जाओ, हमने पार्टी में जाना है, आप ये ड्रेस पहन लो, आपके लिए खाना बनाया है, आज मटर आलू बनाया है, आप ये खा लो. Maybe I can request mother. I'm just saying small little things. We are dependent on them to take decision for us. We are not dependent on them. But being empathetic creates dependency. It does, but at the same time, it becomes more like you're not showing them, yes, you're empathetic. मैं आपके ऊपर दया कर रहा हूँ या मैं आपका ख्याल रख रहा हूँ, हम ऐसे नहीं वो दिखाते उनको. We are being empathetic towards them is we get into their, try to get into their skin and think from their point of view. So the when we think like that and then we talk to them, we don't say make them think yes they are dependent on us. It becomes more like a friendship. It becomes more like we think alike, possibly. So उनको नहीं लगता जिनके साथ में हम empathy, we are empathetic towards them, they should not feel like that yes they are dependent on us. If they feel that, then half the battle is still yet to won. Okay? Understood, Prachi? जब तक हम उन्हें पूरा विश्वास, पूरा ट्रस्ट नहीं होगा, तब तक वो ये सोचेंगे कि वो हमारे पर डिपेंड, हम उनके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट हैं. जब उनको विश्वास पूरा हो जाएगा कि yes you're the person they should open up to, then they will open up, and तब तो उनके मन में ख्याल नहीं आएगा, क्योंकि आप ऐसा थोड़ी जता रहे हो कि आप उनके ख्याल रख रहे हो उनको, you're showing empathy to them. Understood? And it is very well, it is used in so many places. Now people say more than other emotional intelligence is one of the way to get into a good job. So I was showing you about that coffee test. So that I in between I removed, but yes, that's a test of empathy, emotional intelligence. I'll talk about it if I'll just go through the questions. If the questions are done, then if I have time, I'll talk about it. It is just removing when reply to it just remove when you practice for speaking in front of many people. No, so it is not communication, Mohammed Faiz. It is about you opening up. First, you have to you talk to people. You can't talk to anyone and everyone. हम कोई travel नहीं कर रहे हैं train में कि हम किसी से भी बात कर लें. Just talking in front of anyone. It is about you opening up about your situations, about your feelings, about your heart feelings, about your lower confidence, about any issues you have. तो आप उन्हें अपनी जिंदगी का कुछ सच जाहिर करने जा रहे हो. So it is not only about speaking in front of many people, it is about you opening up and somebody having that trust so that you open up is what we are talking about. Understood? Yeah. Thank you, Mom. Is the recording of this session be provided? That only or maybe the Priyanshu can tell. Yeah, so they said it's available. So Utkarsh says, when I was leading a team, I have to be strict sometimes with people, feel that I don't understand them and how to manage this both. See, it is very challenging. You have to have, Utkarsh, you have to have a goal to achieve. As a team leader, you have to have you will have some business goal to achieve, and you have some timelines to meet. And at the same time, you pay your employees to do that work. And if they're going through some issues, problems, and you want to feel, how they feel, you have to talk to them. You have to give them that comfort that if, let's say some things are not done, or they're not reaching on time, or they're not doing their work, which they were doing quality work, they're doing earlier on. So you know about their, the strengths of theirs, which they were displaying earlier, they're not doing it now. If they've never shown all that, then they are possibly the wrong people you've hired. But if they have shown something like this, then it's a sign, yes, they're going through something. Maybe a bad divorce. लड़कियों का लड़कों को भी असर होता है उसका. They feel hurt. They feel cheated. They're not able to concentrate on work. could be anything. So you have to open up, you have to bring them, take them to for a coffee or something. You take them for a lunch and make them comfortable. You have to win their trust, whoever you think is very important for your team. And you have to make them open. Yes, this is what I'm facing. As a team leader, I want this to be achieved. कोई या काम होता है या काम नहीं होता, काम के एफर्ट्स के लिए कोई कस्टमर पे नहीं करता, राइट? Who pays you for any effort? Nobody. If the work is delivered, then only you get paid. So you have to make this known to the person, whoever you think this has to be achieved in this time and at this quality. Can you do it? If there is any issue, yeah, results are only paid. If there is any issue, which I think you let me know, and we should be able to, if I can help, we should be able to solve those issues, and we can take this in the positive direction. And you are very important for the team. I don't want to misguide you. I don't want to be aggressive with you on certain things. But if we can sort this, if there is a genuine problem, we can sort that out. And you have to be strict, because you have to deliver on time. At the same time, you have to make the other person understand, if we don't deliver this on time, you're coming late or you're not doing this work on time, will not take us anywhere. Okay? Any other questions?
Ma'am, in the last, we would like to know that how to make people open to us when we take session with them.
Like people, so many people, I ask them to come on screen. I'll just give you one example. I went for a conference about 2 weeks back, and like you, I also don't come on. There are some sessions which happen with us also. So, as a student, I don't come on screen. It's just so early in the morning. I'm just hardly up, and I don't feel like I am looking so nice to come on screen. So when I met somebody at the conference, and we were chatting, this girl had come from Calcutta and I was from Gurgaon, and we met, we were talking. There are right now 53 people in this. And so we were like 15-20 people every time we are there in those sessions. And every time the session changes and we have different people mostly. Some of them are constant and some of them keep changing. So maybe almost 1 year back, we were together on some of those sessions. And when I was talking to that girl, we just spoke and all, and then I told her I'm Gitanjali from this. She says, yeah, I think after 10-15 minutes talk, she said, I think there was one Gitanjali in our class also, our session also. But she's always, most of the time, she's off camera, so I don't know. Then we talked about what we discussed when in a few of those sessions, and then the mentors were the same, and whatever comments somebody made were same. Then we realized we were part of the same group for some time at least. So coming on screen is also, like I said, please do come on screen, come with your beautiful faces. That's when we recognize each other. And it does help in getting you work. It does help in getting you job. It does build trust. So like you said, कि कैसे हम उनको encourage करें? That's what your question was?
Yes, ma'am.
कि वो session में आए और participate करें, right? So it is very, very important. I am working with another NGO. They're college students, but a lot of them don't come. But yes, since I'm quite regular with them and I want them to come on screen, dhire dhire they've started showing. Even if it is sometimes the background is a chaddar on back of their college room, it is all okay. It doesn't make a difference. I'm not there to judge. I know I have had also been a student. I know how on this tight budget we used to stay. So even if the room is not so good, even if it is, you have to be attentive in the work, attentive in the class, attentive with what you're doing, is going to benefit all these people. और जितना ज़्यादा ये participate करेंगे, I'm going to take a session with young children of 9th and 10th, maybe day after. So the principal of the school said she wants not only 10th, the session is for 10th, but I want 9 to be included. I said, very good, ma'am. You can include as many children, because when they talk and when somebody asks a question, somebody listen, they're going to get benefited. Right? That probes a question. एक question आप कोई पूछता है out of you. Like Mohammed Faiz, he gave some answer. तो एक किसी ने क्वेश्चन पूछा, किसी ने उसका it's like a brainstorming. Somebody else tried and thought about it and gave their answer. So they have to come on screen, they have to participate. अगर आप participate करोगे, तभी आप you will have that confidence with you. Thank you so very much. Breathe. So that is when you're going to talk to people, you will have that confidence, you will have so many questions that you can, others are talking about it, आपको भी लगेगा अरे ये ऐसा तो मैं भी सोचती हूँ या सोचता हूँ और ऐसे हम इसका क्या solution हो सकता है. Maybe you'll reach out to the person in the class later. Right? So encourage your people, tell them to come on screen and tell them that they're going to benefit from it. And when they talk and interact with each other, कुछ common grounds भी आएंगे, they'll make friends. And I tell you, when I met that lady in the conference, we exchanged numbers, and I'm sure that's what happens. When she has something, some work coming at this part of the country, I'm sure she's going to let me know about it, because she knows me and she knows me by the face. She knows me what kind of questions I ask, and I'm attentive in the class. Right? Thank you, Mohammed Faiz. Good to see you. Good looking boy. Yeah. Riddhi, have I answered you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, fully.
Great.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for considering me as a special student. This was the time that I have connected first time in the Google meeting, and this type of workshop were very helpful for me. And I wanna say that first thing that I have considered from since sixth class of my life, that was become the participation of anything you want to be a learn, जिससे आपको कुछ सीखने को मिले, उसमें जरूर आपको कुछ ना कुछ पार्टिसिपेशन अपना देना चाहिए.
बिल्कुल देना चाहिए. आपको कुछ ना कुछ आप सीख के जाते हैं. So I tell my like I have children probably of your age, like I have a lawyer daughter also. She feels she knows everything. But I say I have, the life experience. You may know the laws, but I can tell you a lot of other things which she never believes. But yes, पर फिर भी हम उनसे भी सीखते हैं. For example, I tell her, what is the latest thing around the fashion? You possibly know it. The youngsters I talk to my son, and I talk to him about the technical stuff. So with my screen and all, he helps me. Though I worked with IT company for so long, but I used to get all the help from the people, the youngster around me. They would set it up for me. So I never learned it. But yes, for in different parts, your thinking, your thought process is very important. Youngsters' thought process teaches us a lot of things. That's why I talk to a lot of youngsters, lot of school college students. आप लोगों का थॉट प्रोसेस कैसे चल रहा है, वो बहुत हेल्प करता है फ्यूचर को सेटअप करने के लिए, राइट? सो और सीखने के लिए भी बहुत सारे, इसमें से इस ग्रुप में से इतने सारे लोग होंगे जो आपको एक दूसरे को बहुत कुछ सिखा सकते हैं, बट यू हैव टू कम ऑन स्क्रीन, यू हैव टू टॉक टू ईच अदर when the class is, when the session is, presenter is not there, you can talk to each other, become part of each other, maybe informally you can, so that trust will be built.
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So I hope all the questions are answered. Anything else? If I have, I can leave my email ID in the chat box. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me on this email ID. So with this, I say thank you, and you've been a nice audience. Thank you so very much. And yeah, link will be shared by your team, Shivani. Okay. Thank you, Priyanshu, for helping us set up this. Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for addressing every question with such clarity. This session has already reshaped how our trainers understand the digital risk. With that, day one comes to a close. On behalf of Naksh Foundation and Project CyberShield, we extend our sincere gratitude to you for delivering such an insightful and engaging session. Your clarity and real-world examples have given all of us a strong beginning to this journey. Tomorrow we will have the second session on body language. You will receive the reminder and link well in time. Until then, stay aware, stay curious, and keep strengthening the shield. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you, Riddhi, for everything.
Thank you, ma'am.